Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist. I hope everybody's having a pleasant Monday. We're going to be doing another book page sketch today. One of my very favorite characters to draw, Batman. And I'm going to be drawing it in the animated Bruce Timm style, so that always makes me very happy as well. I'm going to be using, I have this busted book. It's missing some pages, and it's got some crinkleness in it. Batman Murders that I got out of a discard bin. Giving it some second life, turning it into a little art. We're going to draw Batman on a page from Batman. I want to welcome everybody who's watching out there. It's nice to see you. Drop by in the chat, say hello, ask questions, make comments. Let's have a little fun today. Let's turn Monday into Fun Day. Yeah, that's right. I just said that. Just losing subscribers by the moment. But anyways, I am Jarrod Alberich, the art sale artist. We are broadcasting on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So hello to everybody on all those platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a subscription. If you're not watching on YouTube and you want to go above and beyond and go over to YouTube and give me a subscription, that would be wonderful. But with all that out of the way, let's get to some drawing. Batman in a very Bruce Timm style. Love the old Batman the Animated Series. Don't know anybody who doesn't like it because it's awesome. I hope you loved it. Right now, we're just going to do some, as usual, line work with my old friend, the number 5 Pigma Micron pen. All of our line work down. Making some Batman. Oh, see, I'm picking up a like or two over there on the Facebook. Thank you for that. Say hello in the chat if you like. It's always nice to see folks here. Courtney Holland is in the chat. Hello, Courtney. Things are just fine down here where I live in beautiful Alabama. I hope things are going well for you, my friend. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday, Courtney. Thanks for popping in the chat and saying hi. You're always welcome here. As usual, we are listening to the smooth sounds of Joe November. His album Beats Without Homes is available on all your favorite music getting platforms. So if you like what you're hearing in the background, you're like, oh, I like these smooth jams just to kind of relax to draw to, I would encourage you to go look for Beats Without Homes by Till November, T-I-L-L November. That is my good friend Joe doing a little collaboration with a friend of his named MC Till. And they put together this wonderful album. And I just really like listening to Joe's music. It's very like smooth and upbeat, but relaxing at the same time. Great music to draw to. Just real smooth. Courtney's good and staying in. That's good, Courtney. A little of that social distancing never hurt anybody. I've been staying in too. Of course, as a artist, I stay in most of the times. Oh, this whole quarantine thing is not really new to me. I live a quarantine lifestyle. The only thing that's different now is that my wife and kids are home. But it's going good. I mean, everybody's getting stuff done, and I continue to get through all my art commissions list. Thank you to everybody who's on it. You guys really amaze me with your generosity and your kindness ordering art from me, and I really appreciate it. Truly do. I love animated Batman. Courtney says this coronavirus is a scary thing. Well, it certainly can be, Courtney, but just don't let it stop you from being you. Just make smart decisions, and we will get through it. We will. I talk to you as a guy who's in his 40s, seen much of life, lived in many different countries, been to a war. We'll make it, Courtney. We'll make it. I'm not trying to downplay it. It is important. But also just know, Jarrod wouldn't steal you wrong. We're gonna make it. Yeah. And I'm gonna pass the time by drawing pictures. All right, I got most of the main lines down that I want. Get a little bit of this sort of ab lines here. There we go. Now I got my rough framework down for my Batman shape. Yeah. Let's see. I do want to add a little spot. Got to remind myself. The great thing about drawing Batman is you're going to fill in so much of it with black that you can give yourself a lot of guidelines to where you want, like, the highlights to be. Like a lot of my drawings, I have to fill in the color and just kind of figure out where I want the highlights to be. With Batman, since the base color is black, it can be a lot easier to fill in. Speaking of which, let's see. Reach over here and grab my black Prisma marker and get cooking. Thank you. I'll put you on the big board with a nice compliment, Courtney. Thank you. Very nice of you to say. I've missed you a couple times, Courtney, recently, so it's nice to see you back in the chat. Our timing has finally linked up. And I see other people out there who are watching. I want you to feel welcome here. We're doing book page sketch action. I got an old busted copy of Batman Murders, and I take pages out and I draw characters on it. So feel free to hop in the chat, come by and say hi. We have a very nice chat community here, of which Courtney is a member of our very nice chat community. Everybody's super friendly. Half the reason I love doing this. All right, time to put some black in here. This is where the drawing comes alive. What I'll do is I'll fill in the black parts where I need to. Then I'll go around and check all my lines for thickness Make sure they have the right thickness I want. Then I'll drop in some color and color highlights, and this Batman will be ready. So I've been on for about 10 minutes now. I imagine I'll be done within the next 15 or 20. Of course, everybody who's ever been to my live streams know that I always think it's going to go faster than it does. Speaking of which, should be back on tomorrow night for our regular Tuesday night show with myself and Bermuda Mark Hatherley. He'll be streaming art from Bermuda, and I'll be streaming art from the beautiful Alabama. It's not quite Bermuda, but it's close. And that'll be tomorrow night. We do it at 5 p.m. Central Time. So if you're Eastern, like Courtney is, that would be 6 p.m. It'd be 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you live in the Bahamas, like Bermuda Mark does, it'll be at 7 p.m. Oh, if I said the Bahamas, that's a mistake. Bermuda. His name's Bermuda Mark. You'd think I could remember that. Never try and draw and talk at the same time. Get into these little dangerous, squeaky small spots. There we go. Getting there, getting there. If you are the kind of person who not only enjoys art, but perhaps enjoys podcasts, I'll go ahead and put a plug in for my favorite podcasting network, the Longbox Crusade Podcast Network. I believe this weekend, the Longbox Crusade released a new Transformers Chronicles. So if you like the Transformers comics from the 80s, you can join my friends Pat and Delvin and John as they discuss that. They're making their way through all the 80s Transformers comics. That's fun. We had a Fan Film Fridays episode come out this past Friday, where my friend Clinton goes through and looks at online fan films and finds some pretty cool stuff. In fact, I'm a guest on that episode. Found a really cool fan film called Hang 'em Hyrule, a Legend of Zelda Western. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed it. So I can't recommend that enough. Hop on YouTube and check out Hang 'em Hyrule. About a 7-minute short that was just a lot of fun to watch. Chola in the chat. Ow! What up? Hope you're doing all right over there. Always a safe place to be is in the chat here at Yard Sale Artist Headquarters. And we appreciate you. Just a little animated Batman today, Chola, on a page from that there busted novel. I can't tell you how. This is one of the first 15 or so busted books I ever got when I decided I was going to sort of chase this idea. And I went to the library and they were like, yeah, we got some books we're going to throw away. And this was in there. And I was like, so happy to have a Batman book. So I'm like, oh man, Batman is just fun to draw. Absolutely. You can do a lot of stuff with a Batman book. I mean, there's so many characters. If you saw one of my earlier streams where I did the Joker, I mean, Batman's got such a great rogues gallery of villains. So having a Batman book to draw on is definitely sweet. Really, the only other superhero kind of oriented books I have are Fantastic Four. I've got an Avengers and a Captain America and an X-Men book. Always on the lookout for more superhero, in novel form. All right, our baselines of Batman are doing just fine. Like I said, I'm just going to thicken up some lines I think play better with a thicker width. There we go. Like it. What up, Genome in the house? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Always welcome here, Genome, just like everybody else. We have a wonderful chat community. Tell your friends. Over on YouTube, subscribers went through 80 this past week. We were at 83 now. Thanks to a little love from Genome, too. I appreciate that, buddy. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Or if you know anybody you think would enjoy just sort of the chat and the watching the art, very kind of relaxing, low-key thing here. But if you know somebody that would enjoy that, want to pass our name along, I would appreciate it. Yeah, we're looking forward to doing a 100 subscribers special. And that was a great idea from Genome. As we get close to 100 subscribers, I'll make a little announcement video. And what I'm thinking is bringing my print book in here. And we'll kind of go through the prints together and just kind of look at all the different prints I've done over the years, 11 by 17s. And then, just picking third place, second place, first place. And third place can have a free print. And second place can have 2 free prints. And first place can have 3 or something like that. Everybody gets a little something. That might be fun. Kicking it around. Let me know what you think. All right, I just used, I know you guys love the names of these colors. Sunburst yellow for the symbol and the belt. And the belt's going to have a little bit of shading on it. So I'm going to darken it with a yellow called Goldenrod. It's my favorite yellow to darken with. Go. There we go. Genome says, fun fact, he used to live on a road called Goldenrod. That's kind of cool. All right, let's drop a blue in for these highlights on the cowl and cape. There we go. Cowl and cape highlights, everyone. Same highlights on the boots and the underpants, or the outer pants, as the case may be with superhero. Okay, face tone. As usual, I think this is light peach. Darkened with light tan. And now it's time to layer my grays. Starting with a 20% gray. %. What kind of gray? Warm gray. Makes you feel warm all over. See, picked up a couple more watchers here. Just want to say hi to those who just joined us. Book page sketch happening today. A little bit of Batman. I try to do at least one a day from my commissions list. Right now I'm working on a big order for a client who ordered, I think it was 17 commissions all at once, 17 book page sketches. So I did, like I said, one a day on the commissions. And if I find myself with just a little spare time like I did today, then I'll come on here and I'll do something that it may not necessarily. Sometimes I do commissions on here. Sometimes they may not necessarily be commissions. Just something quick and easy like this Batman is not a commission. It's just a quick and easy. So we can have something to chat about here on the live stream. I can work on something. It basically, if anybody likes it, it is up for grabs at the low price of $22, mailed directly to your house. But if nobody wants it, you won't break my heart either, because I will stick it in my inventory to take to conventions when those start happening again. So I've done 20% warm gray. And now I'm going to go with shading of it of a 50% warm gray. So we start layering on some darker shadow. Really gives the a little layered gray. Really creates a pop with the color. Those layered gray tones, that really sells the whole piece. Hey, thanks for the shout out there, Genome. I see you in the chat praising the packaging. I'll put that on the big board. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the Major Blood piece I did from you for G.I. Joe. And I appreciate you making like a video out of it. That was really cool. I enjoyed watching that a lot. That was very nice of you. Yeah, I do try to make sure that they're packaged really well, because, I mean, that's how I'd like to receive them. And, you know, you never underestimate the destructive powers of the post office. We all know this. So I sent off one client ordered 4 pieces that I just sent off today. And on those, yep, I try to package it good, and then I also insured that one too. So that way, if they do destroy it, then at least I can refund the client without losing my money as well. So always good idea to, if you're in the art game, especially if it's, you know, something that's starting to get up there in the price a little bit. Insure it. All right, now you see how that added some real character to the piece. And then I'm going to do a little, just these little lines that just really give it some flavor. Just little streak lines. There we go. Gives it just a little pizzazz and pop. And then I'll come back with the 70% warm gray just to give it one more layer of oomph. I'm going to be very sparing with the 70% though, just in like the real darkest corners of the piece. Just a little highlight work. Firm up the bat signal a little bit. Got a little fuzzy once the marker, the Prisma markers kind of, sometimes they'll make the marker that's already there fuzz out just a little bit, especially on this cheaper paper. So I'm coming in with a finer tip. This is a 3 where I normally use a 5, just to kind of firm up that symbol a little bit. Now I want a really, really dark blue, maybe not too dark, but darker than what's in his highlight, to go inside the cape. I want you to still be able to tell that it's, you know, it's not black, but a dark blue. Again, darker than what I used for the highlight, so it'll make it visually interesting. This blue is called violet blue. There we are for that. Now I'm going to go to my old friend, the circle template. And let's see what color. Let me look at a couple of marker boxes here. What color do I want to play with on this background? Says Jarrod. Let's see. Yeah, Batman always looks good, as you can see on that cover, with a dark red, sort of crimson-y background. So I think I will take my circle template, do this bit. Drop a little crimson background action in here. The little white spot as if the moon is right behind the Batman's head. There we go. There we go. Getting that crimson background in there. And there we are. I like the way that the crimson background, I left that part white as if the moon's right behind him. It also makes it kind of look like he's got those bat cape arched up wings. It's very subtle in the background. I like that, sort of a 2-for-1 on that design. So it makes me happy, which means I'm going to put my signature on it. And there we have it. This one will go into my inventory. If anybody out there is interested in it, you can reach out to me. You see my Twitter handle there on the screen. And this one could be yours for just $22 with free shipping to any U.S. address. If you're outside the U.S., I still do them. What I do there is I drop them down to $20, and then you just pay whatever the actual shipping is to your country. So that's Batman. That was fun. I appreciate you guys stopping by to chat with me. It always makes it more fun when I have people to chat with. Much appreciated. Don't forget to give me the likes and the subscribes and all that stuff. And of course, check out Joe November's album Beats Without Homes that we are currently listening to. Beats Without Homes by actually Till November, T-I-L-L November. Awesome stuff. I'll catch you guys next time. We will be back, barring any unforeseen circumstances, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, for our regular Tuesday night show. I'll get it out with Mark Hatherley from Bermuda, where I think I'm doing a animated style Catwoman, and I'm not. Oh, I think Mark's drawing a name out of the hat from the people put in the chat to draw. So that'll be fun. You guys in the chat, I will have picked what Mark is drawing on the next episode. So that is tomorrow, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central. That's like our regular meet time, 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific. And I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.